guys did it, man. Thanks to Matt Vescovi, Jets Crazy 87. He had this great idea, and I'm like, holy crap, dude, that revolutionizes the game of fantasy football as we know it. Now, every year we love to play for the bragging rights, right? We love to play for the money, right? The big prize pool. In the other $50 league, we're talking about $400 to first place. That's a nice little chunk of change that could buy you some nice cards, right? Or you do whatever you want with it. Go to a Bucks game, you know. But we've decided to change the game. We decided to spice things up, and so we created a second league. This is the Rookie Card League. So the entry fee for this league is a rookie card, and what the specifications, the qualifications for this rookie card for the league is it's got to be a current active NFL player. They've got to be starting. Now, this could be a wide receiver 2 or 3. If they're on the field in 2 and 3 wide receiver sets, then they're starting, right? Or a running back that shares a split workload or split timeshare with another running back, that's fine, like a Kareem Hunt to a Nick Chubb kind of thing. That's perfectly fine. Even, you know, I would say even collegiate uniform or rookie cards of these athletes is okay as long as it's short print, as long as it's maybe got a serial number and or an autograph like we've talked about to kind of help that card retain value throughout the season. And it can be a couple of cards, right? So, yeah, so stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you guys a ton of examples on the different types of entry fee combinations you can have and kind of how to make sure that your cards that you're submitting for this league are meeting the entry fee specifications. But let's look at who's playing in this league. Let's look at some of the interesting scoring settings in the roster build because it is a little bit different than your standard fantasy league. We've got some unique settings here, and I definitely want to make everybody aware of that before the draft. Tomorrow night at 8:30, I'll be streaming the draft board live on YouTube as we're doing the draft to give the pick-by-pick action. And if any of you guys want to join me in the commentator's booth, you're more than welcome to. We do got a couple content creators in this league that I am excited to play against, man. One of them is the reigning champ from our YouTube card investor league from last year, and that's Daniel Midnight McPhee, man, the reigning champ. We've also got Carter the Power, my guy Carter from Power Hour LSU, who is my co-host on, the QuestCast podcast that you guys get early access to here on Patreon, and that is on our second YouTube channel, which, by the way, guys, go subscribe, show us some love on that second YouTube channel. We're trying to grow it. It's just a landing page for the QuestCast videos that come out about I would say about 3 to 5 days after you guys get it on Patreon. But we do want to grow that channel. We do have goals for that channel in the future because it's just called Football Cards Collecting and Investing. And so we want to branch that out. We definitely want to bring in that channel is going to be all about collaborations, collaboration live streams, collaboration videos, and different stuff with other guys in the community. So let's look at who else is in this league. I'm just going to share my screen. All right, y'all, check it out, man. So excited for this draft tomorrow night. Just one day, 11 hours, 25 minutes, and the countdown continues to roll. Tomorrow night at 8:30. So let's look at who's in this league real quick. We got a couple guys in this league that are from the other leagues and gals, as I'll point out here in just a second. So the draft order, completely randomized through Sleeper. So I take no credit for the current draft order. It is in the number 1 spot, my guy Jag Sharp 15, Sean Sharp from Sharp's Hobby over on Instagram, drafting number 1 spot. Number 2 spot, and I've seen his entry fee. He's going to make it a combination of cards, some quarterback cards, got some Justin Herbert, some other stuff in there for the value to be there. The number 2 spot is Midnight McPhee, the reigning champ from our YouTube Card Investor Fantasy League last year. Myself at the number 3 spot, Akino 420 at the number 4 spot, Shelly Ridley 18, who has been having some incredible drafts We'll see how she does in this league, but she has been really. I thought she's had a really good draft in the last league. So watch out for her, guys. Do not underestimate her at all. Drafting at the number 5 spot. This is going to be a challenge for her in this one. Then we got Dallas 170 drafting at the number 6 spot. Oh, that's Iwin, man. Yeah, Iwin. James Wainwright drafting at the number 6 spot. Excited to have him in the league. See what his entry fee is. Then we got my guy I was talking about, Carter the Power, my co-host on the QuestCast. Go show us some love over there on that football cards collecting YouTube channel. But of course, you guys get early access to all our podcasts, our videos that we do through Patreon. So good stuff there. Carter the Power drafting at the number 7 spot. All right, drafting at the number 8 spot is AJ Penn State. This is Perry Collectibles, man. This dude's a legend in the football card community. He's an incredible supporter. He's been on the show before. Can't wait to see what his entry fee is into the league. Drafting at the number 8 spot, Perry Collectibles. Go check him out on Instagram. Same name on eBay. Jets Crazy 87. This is the guy who inspired this league, Matt Vescovi. Interested to see what his entry fee in this league is going to be. Obviously, a big Jets fan up there. And then we got Filthy, man. This is the most legendary Eagles fan, Eagles collector that I know of. He's got some really sick Nick Foles card. I don't think those will be in as part of his entry fee, but excited to see what he's got. Probably some Jalen Hurts, if I had to guess, knowing Filthy. He's drafting at the number 10 spot. All right, we got Eric Scheffler, man, field level elite member over here on Patreon at the number 11 spot. Can't wait to see what your entry fee is going to be, Eric. And then we got Late Stick, another field level member. Late Stick, man, go check out Late Stick Sports Cards on Instagram. And he's at the number 12 spot. He had that snake position, and that's the spot I was in the other draft. So can't wait to see what his entry fee is going to be, and also how Eric and Late Stick handle those late draft positions, including Filthy too. I mean, those 10, 11, 12 spots are tough at the turn, faced with some difficult decisions there. So let's look at some of the atypical scoring settings. Some are non-standard. Those are highlighted in yellow over here on the left. But the passing yards, passing touchdown, 2-point conversion, that's all standard. Pass intercepted is standard. QB sacked is a negative 0.5. And then the bonus, you do get a +2 bonus for a 40-plus yard passing touchdown and a +3 bonus for a 50-plus yard passing touchdown. And then rushing is standard as terms of rushing yards, rushing touchdown, 2-point conversion. But then this is a not as typical setting that I have deployed, if you will, into the other fantasy league and this one as well, which is plus 0.2 points per rushing attempt. It's not much, but it is something to reflect actual offensive production from the running back. 40-plus yard rushing touchdown bonus +2, 50-plus yard rushing touchdown bonus +3. Receiving, each reception is 0.5, not a full PPR, but a 0.5 PPR. But we'll look at the tight end position because the tight end position does have a plus 0.5 receiving point per reception bonus, so the tight end gets a full PPR. The wide receiver and the running back get a 0.5 PPR. All right, and then receiving yards is standard, receiving touchdown +6 standard, 2-point conversion standard. We got the same bonus structure for a 40-plus yard receiving touchdown and a 50-plus yard receiving touchdown of +2 and 3. And then there you see the reception bonus from the tight end of 0.5. The kicking, we've got no kickers in this league. I've also removed kickers for this league. And if you guys are adamant about kickers, which I haven't had too much flack about not having kickers in this league or the other league, but speak your mind. Please feel free to speak your mind. If you want us to vote on it, we'll vote on the kicker aspect. But I'm going to go ahead and rule it out for this league so we can. It's just, yeah. Anyways, team defense. Team defense, I've got a lot of interesting point bonuses for the team defense. Of course, we've got, the standard bonus point scale for points allowed. And then, obviously, the more points that are allowed by the defense, the lower your score for that defense will be. But then also we've got a point scale for yardage allowed as well. All right, and then there's also going to be some unusual things that I feel are really cool that I added in was plus 1 point for a 3-and-out stop, plus 1 point for a 4th down stop, plus 1 point for a sack, which is typical, but then 1 point per 20 sack yards. So it's not much. It's 0.05 points per yard. So similar to the quarterback's passing yards. And this is for sack yards, interception return yards, and fumble return yards. Yards generated by the defense, essentially, but only in those turnover and those sack scenarios. So those are something interesting to take into consideration. Then a tackle for a loss is also plus 1 point, because these are all big plays by the defense that should be reflected in our fantasy scoring. Plus 2 for safety, forced fumble, block kick. Those are all standard. 2-point conversion returns. If they take a 2-point conversion return to the house, I feel that they should be rewarded with a little plus 2 bonus. So I got that in there. Let's look at, and so everything else is standard. There's no points lost for a fumble. There's no negative points for a fumble if your own team then recovers the fumble again. But if the player fumbles the ball and loses the fumble to the opposing team, then that's a -2, right? And then so we got some standard bonuses that I feel are standard. These are bonuses such as 199 yard rushing game plus 2, 200 plus yard rushing game plus 3. Same thing for receiving game, 199 plus 2, 200, and then 400 plus yard passing game plus 3. So that's the scoring setting. That's the roster build. If you let's look at the roster build real quick to make sure you guys understand this. So the starting roster is 1 QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, a standard flex position. So this can be a wide receiver, running back, or tight end, and then a super flex position, which could be a wide receiver, running back, tight end, or quarterback. So please note, you can potentially start 2 quarterbacks on a weekly basis, and then you've got your defense. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it's 7 bench positions. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bench positions, 1 injured reserve slot. So this is a 16-round draft. And then if you look at the, there'll be standings. I gotta probably make 2 divisions here. It'll be the top 6 seeds in the playoffs. There are daily waivers that, so it's a free agent auction bidding system. So you can put a waiver in for $0, but if someone puts a waiver claim in for $1, then they'll get that player ahead of you, and you do get a $150 budget, and that is for the entire season. So use that wisely, guys. Other than that, that's pretty much everything I want to go through for this league. I'm going to give you guys some examples. I've decided that my entry fee is going to be this PSA 9 Chris Godwin, Prism Silver. Go to eBay, do a quick search, and look at what this card's selling at. Our goal is to get everybody's entry fee to be somewhere between $30 and $50 in current value. And so, like, for example, it could be this. It could be, and this would maybe be on the high end, but an optic hollow Calvin Ridley, or maybe a base optic rated rookie Derrick Henry. That's right there at the $30 level. Or maybe it's a Phoenix autograph Terry McLaurin, something like that. Or maybe it's a couple cards. Maybe you want to throw in, something like this. Maybe 2 X-Fractor rookie cards and 1 silver refractor Topps Chrome Marvin Jones. A wide receiver, but he's got the potential to be a deep threat alpha on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The same thing with running backs. If you wanted to throw in like a silver prism autograph Myles Gaskin, perfectly fine. I think that meets the qualifications. Or if you want to throw in a combination, say you want to do something like maybe a field level silver Jalen Rager and a Dynagon silver James Robinson, and that's your entry fee, something like that. Let's if you're questionable about it, if you got some cards, I'll give you another example here. So here's a couple like cool color blast. Like I love this color blast right here of Gabriel Davis on the Buffalo Bills. Definitely think this card's going to go up in value because of Gabriel Davis is going up in value. But then you got a pink mosaic. They're not numbered, but they are short print out of mosaic, and they are rookie cards. Gabriel Davis, and then here's like a wide receiver 2 or 3 in Buffalo, and then maybe like a laser prism Lynn Bowden Jr., who's like a wide receiver 2 or 3 in probably like a wide receiver 3 now with them adding Jalen Waddle in Miami. Just some examples to get you to that $30 threshold. Maybe I'd have to throw in like one more card. So another example could be something like this. Maybe some Phoenix Silver Nick Chubb rookie cards, or just to give you guys some examples. I got some base prism Jerry Judy's, just some other kind of examples. Like another single card example would be maybe like this prism silver Miko Hardman Jr. The heck is on that card? Scared me there for a second. Prism silver Miko Hardman Jr. That would be a nice little good entry fee right there. I think, and maybe this Chris Godwin PSA 9 is on the high end. At this time last year, this card was definitely considerably higher than it is now. So I guess I could look at another one like a base field level Tua, and then maybe combo that up with like something like a because I'm not sure. I'd have to look up and see what the base field level 2 is trading at, but then maybe you combo that up with something like an optic hollow Christian Kirk, and then that's my entry fee. So something, wide receiver 2-3 on Arizona. Maybe this is only a $5 to $10 card right now, but this one is like a $25 to $30 card. So now I've got $40 in cards, and that's like boom right there in the middle, and that's like a perfect entry fee. So you can get creative with it. Or like a Darnell Mooney. So another example would be something like this. Maybe you want to do something like this, and I think this would be perfect as well, like a select Premier Silver Darnell Mooney and an Optic Hollow Jerry Jeudy. I think each of these are probably around that $10 to $20 price range, and we definitely think both of these players are probably going to go up this season. So I think that puts them right between that $30 and $50 price point, which makes them a perfect entry fee. So that would be a perfect entry fee. So you feel free to get creative with your entry fee. I've got maybe another example over here. Maybe you want to do just one card. It's like an RPA, Brandon Ayuk, Phoenix Silver, that's numbered out of 99. Maybe, I think that would work as an entry fee. Or if you've got some stuff like this, if you've got some pure graded X slabs, maybe you want to do something like a Luminance Joe Burrow, which you can see that is his rookie card. And then you've got a Jalen Hurts Premier Silver rookie card, also PSA 9. I think I'd have to look up what the Luminance is trading for. Not sure there. It does have a canvas texture on it, so it might be short print. I don't know. I'd have to look and look up what that's trading for. Not in PGX9, just raw format. And but those could work as well. Or look at what the Premier Silver Jalen Hurts rookie card is trading for, because that may fit in that around that $30 budget, because we expect both of those players to go up in value. Now something like this, we'd have to vote on because he's not starting. He's a backup, but he is an active player. So, that's something that we'd have to vote on. Technically, right now, I'm thinking that's out of the consideration, But if you wanted to do something like this, then I think that would be into consideration, It's just a base optic, but a PSA 9 Daniel Jones. I think that would probably be around that $50 price point. So some things to think about, take into consideration. You could also, I think something like this would meet the qualifications, but it's not going to get you to the $30 price point. He's a veteran, still playing for Houston. He is starting. He's going to be in a split timeshare with Philip Lindsay and potentially David Johnson as well. So he is starting, but maybe I double down. I've actually got two of those, or maybe I go the veteran running back and then add in, like I was saying, add in something. Maybe I go veteran running back, and then I add in a orange disco DeAndre Swift, and boom, I think that gets me right there to that $30 price point, and that could be a nice little entry fee for somebody right there. So just get creative with it. Let's have fun. The parameters are you submit your cards. I'm going to provide you guys with my mailing address, and you send them to me, mail them to me. I will do a video where I review them at the end of the season.